We're reconvening the meeting of the Allegheny County Board of Legislators for January 22, 2025. We have one more resolution, ma'am.
We do. Resolution intro number 3125, amending resolution number 338 of 24 to update the county's Title VI plan to include a public transportation addendum. This resolution is being offered by the Ways and Means Committee and has committee approval. It was not pre-filed and it will require a 2/3 vote to consider from the floor.
Motion to consider made by legislator Rumfelt, seconded by legislator Hanchett. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? And that's carried. And on the resolution, the motion is made by legislator Stockin, seconded by legislator Root. Discussion? This resolution can be voice voted. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? And that's approved. How do you prefer the reading of the audit today?
I prefer them collectively and by totals, please.
So moved by legislator Stockin, seconded by legislator Root. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed? That's carried.
General government support, $288,567.47. Education, $241,787.40. Public safety, $178,471.20. Health, $332,932.60. Bus transportation, $426,431.97. Economic assistance and opportunity, $930,481.23. Culture and recreation, $18,072.27. Home and community services, $48,348.22. Our general funds totaled $2,465,092.36. Payroll and taxes totaled $1,316,347.85. Our capital funds totaled $774,470.42. Our other funds totaled $658,057.84 for a grand total of $5,213,968.47.
Is there a motion to approve the audit? Motion's made by legislator Ricky, seconded by legislator Havey. Discussion? Legislator Hanchett?
On line item 3150, jail, it's $115,545. I guess I've never, is that all salaries or what does that include?
No salaries are included in that at all. So that is bills that they've had to pay. And this would be bills that they had from 24 and 25, because this is the last one that we have for our accounts payable for 24. I can look that up, but I just don't have that at the tip of my finger what that is. But I
just
can look
was
it up
kind
and
of an
let you
idea.
know. Yep.
All
I'll let
right.
you know.
And then the other thing too, the 150 for the IDA agreement, is that the one that we've been talking about?
Correct. And that was pulled from the audit.
Okay, I thought it was. Thank you.
Yep.
Further discussion? Roll call.
Mr. Curran?
Yes.
Mrs. Hanchett?
Yes.
Mr. Harris?
Yes.
Mr. Havey?
Yes.
Mr. Healy?
Yes.
Mr. Ricky?
Yes.
Mrs. Ricketts Swales?
Yes.
Mrs. Root?
Yes.
Mr. Rumfelt?
Yes.
Mr. Stockin?
Yes.
Mr. Barnes?
Aye.
Mrs. Burdick? Yes. 12 ayes, 3 absent.
Audit is approved. Is there anything for the good of the order today?
Yes, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Rumfeld?
The board would like to recognize the service of Ted Crow of Wellsville, who passed away on January 11th. Ted served as an Allegheny County coroner from 1979 until 2019. His professionalism, care, and compassion in the performance of his duties was a blessing to the families that he had served. A consummate volunteer, I can talk today, Ted strived to better our community through service with the Grace United Church in Wellsville, the Wellsville Volunteer Ambulance Corps, the Salvation Army, American Red Cross, Shriners, Wellsville Rotary Club, the American Legion Post 702, Wellsville Exchange Club, and the David A. Howe Library Club. Our thoughts are with his wife Marjorie, children, family, and friends during this difficult time.
Thank you. Mr. Healy?
I'd just like to add a little something to that. I've known Ted my whole entire life, or almost my entire life, as I had an uncle also in the funeral director business over in Cuba for many years. And I also worked with Ted for many years when I worked for the state police. He was a very good coroner, always dedicated, always reliable. You could always count on him when you couldn't find anybody else. And he was also a veteran. He served in the U.S. Army during the Korean War, and we shouldn't forget to mention that. And that Graves' registration duty during the Korean War, I can tell you, that was a tough duty to handle all those boys that were killed and prepare them to bring them home. And I'd like to point out that if anybody wants to go to the viewing, it's Friday, January 24th, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Emily Faust Funeral Home, 296 North Main Street in Wellsville. That's Ted's former place of business. And the next day, 2 p.m. the next day, Grace United Church, across the street from that funeral home, will have services followed by a burial at Woodlawn Cemetery with full military honors. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Anything else for the good of the order? Treasurer Ross?
Chairman Harris, I can respond to Legislator Hanchett's
Please do.
question. The bulk of that $115,000, $102,000, almost $103,000 is the contract we have for the prime care medical for the jail facility. Thank you. You're welcome.
Anything else for the good of the order? If not, would anyone care to make a motion to adjourn?
Mr. Chairman, as there appears to be no other business to come before the county legislature this afternoon, I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
So moved. Is there a second? Thank you, Mr. Ricky. All those in favor say aye. Opposed? And we're adjourned.